So first thing you're going to need to do is create a folder called Lab 12 and then download the zipped file called Qualitative. And if you're working on your desktop or in your flash drive, just drag the Qualitative zip file into your Lab 12 folder and then extract the Lab 12 folder so that you have a copy of that. And inside that is the lab, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And what you'll see is MXD called Qualitative and a data file, a data folder called Qual Data. There's lots of data in here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is to unzip that, and then you're going to launch the Qualitative MXD. Now, when I was creating this lab originally, I had the folder called Data, just like one that we've used before. And then after I made the maps and got the data in and set it up, I thought, I went back and looked at the folder and I thought, oh, I think I want to rename that to Qual Data. And when I did that, I broke the connection between the data and the MXD. So all is not lost. What you get is you get the red exclamation points. This will also happen if you open up, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. No, I don't want to save that right now. If you were to open up the zipped file, if I were to open up the MXD that's in that zipped folder, it's going to look exactly the same because ArcGIS can't read through the zipped folder. So there's no help for that except to unzip it. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to open up the unzipped folder and launch the MXD. And then I want to show you how to repair your data. And this can happen if you forget to set relative data pathways when you're working. Come on, are you not going to open? There we go. Yeah, crazy. Okay. No. All right, so I have these red exclamation points, and what it's saying is, I don't know where the data is. Would you point me to it? So that's what we're going to do. But first, we have to know what the data is actually called, because remember, in the table of contents you can go in and rename these things. And so I'm going to look at river. I'm going to go into the properties, and under the source tab it's going to tell me that the feature I'm looking for is actually called river with a capital R, and it's in a folder. It thinks it's in a folder called data. Well, I just told you that I changed the name of that. So I'm going to go set the data source. So I have to navigate to the qualitative data folder, and there is the word river. I click on that, say add OK, and there's a river. I'm going to do the same thing with roads. Again, I need to look, oh, it's not called roads. It's actually called major underscore road, but that would have looked dumb in the table of contents, so I changed the name here to roads. So I'm going to set the data source to major roads. I don't see any roads, so I click here and zoom to oh yeah, lots of roads. Okay, river, same thing. Go to properties. It's looking, oh, this is looking for MJ River, again in a folder that's called data, which actually I changed that. So now we're going to go back to Qual Data, MJ Roads, add OK. Lane vegetation, properties, oh, it's just called lane veg. Okay, data source, lane veg, blah blah. Okay, so you've got the way to set your data so that your data will actually be in your map. Now, what you'll notice that's different is that you have two folders in your data frame here, or in your table of contents. One is called the main data frame, the other is called the inset data frame. So let's remap the properties on the inset data frame. Okay, I'm looking for something called Lane County. Aha. Okay, and that mapped. So if I were to go into the layout view, you're going to see that there are two maps. One is of Oregon. So there we go. I'm turning all those layers off. That's the large main map data frame. And the other is a small inset data frame. That's right here. Properties, Oregon County. So this is how I can get two map views on one map sheet of paper using a data frame, using a second data frame. When I'm in the table of contents, if the inset map frame was active, it would be bold and all I could see is the little map. If the main data frame is active, then I see the main map. Okay, that's the first step.